Hi there, my name's Seb Rumsby. I'm the Growth Project Coordinator. It's now 7 o'clock in the morning and I'm just going to head over to the shelter to see how things went last night.
Brother moon, shine down your light on us tonight. Show us the love of God. Sister sun, you bring out the day. You're shining the light of God on your face today. Maker of it all, you provide it all.
I'm Sister Christine and I coordinate the Tuesday night in St. Matthias Community Centre with Nissan. Our volunteers, very local EastEnders, they're a mix culturally and racially, and they have all been amazed at how, well, we keep saying it, how gentlemanly the gentlemen have been, the guests, and I think it completely disproves anybody who still thinks that people on the street, it's all their own fault. They're totally wrong, and they need to come as volunteers on this project.
So now I've got the log file, I'm going to head over to the office to get on with the day's work. My role here is to coordinate the project as a whole, to help communication between the different church venues, also to take new referrals and interview guests when they come, and to spend whatever time left over to help resettlement for the guests. Now, because it's morning, we'll probably get some new referrals. We take referrals from agencies. Crumbs, who is it?
Probably is one.
Okay. Hello. Can you give me his name, please? This year we've got an online system for booking in, which is great. So the referral agency just has to phone up, fill in the form online, and then the guest will be in the shelter that night.
My name is Justina, I work for Crisis, and I have been referring my clients to Growth on a daily basis. I have always had the very positive feedback. I had, I think, in total 5 clients staying with yourself, and all my clients had drinking problems. They stopped drinking. They felt very uplifted. They weren't feeling like homeless people. They were feeling more like a part of the community.
I'd say there's a vital need for growth in Tower Hamlets. This year we had, there must have been about 80 names on the waiting list before Growth even opened. Our clients perceive Growth as a lifeline. It's like gold dust. It's the middle of winter, it's freezing cold, you've got nowhere to sleep, you've got no food coming in. Someone offering you a bed and some food can really save lives, turn people around mentally and physically.
I've got 3 main resettlement plans for guests. 1 is getting them into hostels or houses. 2 is taking them to see a solicitor if they're a refugee or asylum seeker. And 3 is encouraging them to go to rehabilitation. Now this year, in terms of resettlement, we've been quite successful. So 90% of guests who have engaged with us have been given a move-on option, and over half of that has been permanent accommodation. So today we're going to visit some of our guests who have been rehoused, and we're going to donate some pots and pans, some cutlery, which has been donated from volunteers at the shelter, and give them a Bible as well, and just see how they're doing really. So come follow me.
Growth project give me everything. Give me totally support. I was in this project only 3 weeks, and after 3 weeks, an organization my life in all areas: flat, job, hospitals. Thank you very much for everyone.
In shelter as it existed, I think it wasn't be good for me because maybe I have to sleep on the street in winter. I think it's not good. No way.
Bring out the day, you're shining the light of God on your face today.
Before I came shelter, I'm homeless. 8 years. Yeah, 8 years I'm homeless. I don't have a place. Sometimes I sleep with a friend, a different friend, and sometimes I sleep park. Sometimes I sleep on bus. When I get this place, everything is good. They look after me. Yeah, they support me.
Before I came to the shelter, I was sleeping in Myland Park, sleeping on the bench when night comes. You don't know how you're going to wake up in the morning. And ever since I've been in the shelter, my life has turned around, especially knowing Jesus. It's just prayed and then I've confessed my sins. And ever since that day, I felt like there's a ton of load just come off my head, and it's been good.
So it's the end of the day, and I'm going to hand this log file over to the next venue. This contains all the information about the guests, so it's important. Today we've had lots of referrals, so I think we're going to be full tonight.
You are everything good, you are everything beautiful, you are everything, you're everything, you are everything good, you are everything beautiful, you are everything, you're everything, you are everything good, you are everything beautiful, you are everything, you're everything, you are everything good, you are everything beautiful, you are everything, you're everything, you are everything good, you are everything beautiful, you are everything, you're everything, you are everything good, you are everything beautiful, you are everything, you're everything.
I was a guest at Growth last year from January to February, and I was able to get a studio flat in Forest Hill that I'm still in and still love. This year I decided to come back and volunteer and give Growth something back that they'd given me. Being a volunteer has been a real blessing, and hopefully I've given back to some of the guests some of the experiences I had to help them.
If the opportunity arises, if you want to or can serve in your community by providing a night shelter for homeless people, go ahead and do it. It's an opportunity for volunteers, for church members to serve in a very practical way.
We've got the space, we've got the resources, it's great to be able to use that just to the best that it can be used.